Okay, today I'm going to be working on this 2015 Nissan Murano with a 3.5 liter V6. It's throwing a couple of error codes, P0137 and P0038, which both lead me to the O2 sensor, bank 1 sensor 2. And on this particular model, that's not a very easy sensor to get to or find. So if you're interested in how that's done, follow along. I took this inspection cover off, and it just has the standard body clips. These little guys. And that allows me to get in here and see exactly where my bank 1 O2 sensor is. I kind of see up in here. This is the plug. Get a different angle here. Here's the wire here, and here's the plug. I've got to get this off in order to test it. Now I've got both the signal and the heater that are throwing error codes. Okay, coming under the front, you'll see the very first cat converter you come to is on the driver's side. And there's bank 2 sensor 2. And then you run along here, you go back to here, and here is the other cat. And I don't know if you can see my finger, but here is bank 1 sensor 2. Not exactly in a great place, but at least the connector was easy to get to and test. And I had no continuity, so I'm just going to assume that that sensor is bad. Really need a breaker bar. Came loose. Man, you can see from the underside of this that there's very little rust. I would really not want to try and take this off if there were just tons of rust. I think it would probably mean removing the exhaust from the catalytic converter, and while that's not out of the question, it's not exactly my idea of a fun time. I can take it out by hand. This with an articulating ratchet was pretty handy. Ratchet was just a little longer than my factory or regular ratchet, and it gave me just enough leverage to force this thing out. Keeping track of all the clips that hold this wire, because there's a lot of heat down here and you don't want the wire to end up against the exhaust manifold or the exhaust and burning and having to do the whole thing again, because again, that's just no fun. Alright, here's the sensor, bank 1 sensor 2, and you can't really see anything wrong with it, but the fact that the heater's not working tells me that there's no cleaning this thing. I'm not even going to try. So I would be putting the new one in. So there's two clips that hold this wire. There's one up about here and there's one down here. You want to make sure that you get those clips around this, just to make sure it doesn't flop over onto the exhaust, because it gets very hot.